Hello guys, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a cute little gingerbread man out of 3 colors of carded wool. I'm going to be using brown for the body, but again you can use any colors that you want. I'm going to be using red for the little buttons down the center, and white for the little facial features and squiggly lines. Sorry, ever since I started this video, my throat's been clogged. I'm going to be using 2 different types of needles. I'm going to be using this 36 gauge star for the gingerbread body, and I'm going to be using this 40 gauge spiral twist. Now, quick word about the gauges. The bigger the gauge, the smaller the needle, which is kind of weird because it's kind of opposite. Which is why I'm going to be using the bigger, more blunt, faster needle for the gingerbread body because it is less precise. Without further ado, let's get started. Except for actually one thing. If you are using a pad to felt, which I highly recommend doing so you don't stab up your table. If you do it a bunch of felting, just like it will actually stick to your surface. As long as it's not like hard surface like wood. But if you were using a pad, it'll stick to your surface. So be careful to turn it over every so often. But with that, I'm going to time lapse the body, if you know how to do that. Which is actually, I'm just going to stuff some wool in there and stab it and hope for the best. Hi guys, I'm back, and as you see, I've made my little gingerbread man, and it is time to get to the detail. I'm using my 40 gauge spiral twist green needle for the detail. It's just slightly smaller, just a bit more delicate, more of a precision tool. So to make little buttons, take a little wisp of red and make sure it's not too big, because you can always make it bigger and roll it between your fingers. I actually have some pre-made buttons, so that if the buttons I make on the video don't work out, then I can use those. So make sure to take your time and use as much wool as you want. Just make sure to get that button design the way you want it. You can always add more, so a bit smaller than you want it would be good too. So I'm just going to put my button. Once you have your button, you can pause the video and do that. Once I have my button, I'm just going to start needling it in the place I want. I'm only doing 2 buttons because 3 would be a bit excessive, I believe. There's just not room enough for 3. So I'm just going to start needling my button into my gingerbread man. No real skill involved there. And I'm going to do my second button. I'm going to retrieve from over there. And that's basically all there is to it. In my experience, it really helps to use your needle to kind of maneuver your felt to the position you want it. It's a bit more accurate than using your fingers, in my opinion. It's just really nice. You don't have to be like super strict. Just use your needle. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. No cookie ever is. So yeah, but they can be really yummy. Everyone knows that. I think my buttons are okay, but they're a bit on the small side, so I'm just going to add a little wisp of red to each one between my fingers and just do the same thing. Placing it on there and focusing my needle toward to the side. And the one thing you get if you don't get what you want is experience. And that will help you get what you want next time. So, really, life just gets better and better. It didn't really help much, so I'm just going to get to the white and show you guys that real quick. So the white is, it relies on you using your needle, especially to maneuver it around, and it's definitely precision because it's not like coating a core wool with carded wool, which I did like 2 nights ago, which is easier, but it's definitely more precise. Don't need quite that much. Like I said, I can always add more. I'm going to start with this much, rolling it between my fingers to create kind of a sausage, and I'm going to try to do a swirl, like a little squiggle, a little S, but it might not work out. I'm going to start up here. Good start there. Okay, and as you see, my wool basically shortened in half, so I'm going to have to make another little hot dog. And I would recommend pausing the video once you've seen me do it, and I tell you all my tips about it. To pause the video and just try this, and then you can continue the video. Yeah. In my experience, when you're trying to do something that you think is going to be hard in felting, it's going to become infinitely easier as soon as you do start felting. It just starts compressing, looking a lot neater, and you can always change it a bit. Yeah. Don't forget to flip your guy once in a while so that he doesn't get glued to your surface you're working on. Well, felted, not glued. And this is basically just what you do for all the limbs. Just kind of cut off the limbs with white. And then after that, I will show you how to do the smile. Actually, I'll show you how to do the smile right now, and then I can probably speed up smile in the eyes, the facial features, then I can speed up me doing the arms and legs for the rest of that, so you don't have to like listen to me mutter to you as I do the arms and legs. Okay, so the smile is just you curve your carded wool and start pinning it down in the places you want it. And just kind of using your needle to fold in some places and just get the result you want. Just like so. So it's basically just make a little sausage and curve it into a smiley face and felt it on. And it might come from with some practice. I've spent like 5 hours felting total, which is not much practice, which is one of the things I really like about felting is how little practice it takes. Of course, you'll always get better with practice, but you can make some pretty cool things starting out. It's not like with piano. I do a bit of piano. With piano, it's like you start with hot cross buns and you're like, that's no fun. But then when you start doing the harder stuff, it's much more fun. Okay, so for the eyes, same idea as for the buttons, except with white and maybe slightly smaller. that looks pretty big, but it will definitely get smaller as I go along. And big guys are cute, so that won't be a problem. And you can always try again if something doesn't go wrong. And you can always try to pull off a button if it doesn't work, or an eye. That did work for me for sometimes, but not a whole lot. I was really surprised when I started felting about how easy it was. Like, whoa! It didn't really require much practice at all. And there you have it, the face, looking pretty cute, except for the smile. I might add more to that later. And I'll probably split the video and sorry guys about that, and speed this part up. So goodbye for now. Hi guys, I'm back, and as you see, I finished the arms detail, arms and legs detail. Pretty much the same as the one arm I did, and the smiley face and the buttons, but pretty easy. As you can see on the back, you can see some little wisps of red and white. It's pretty cool because you can tell that some of this wool actually went through on the back, and this did too. So that's pretty cool. So that's really all felting is, grabbing wool and pushing it into itself, solidifying it. Anyway, this has been me teaching you how to make a cute little gingerbread man. Goodbye!